Good day everyone! Welcome Brave Yogis! My name is Dave and I am the co-founder of the Brave Yoga PH. So today we're going to learn how to properly do Virabhadrasana 2 or your Warrior 2. So in this series of videos, we will be studying a lot of fundamental poses like this one, standing postures, Virabhadrasana 2 or your Warrior 2. So the purpose of this is that a lot of students come into our class doing the pose incorrectly. Alright, so I know that it takes a lot of practice and muscle memory for you to be able to do this pose correctly. So today we are going to study this specific pose. Alright, to start off, we stand up on our mats. Alright, and we set our feet wide apart. So when we say to set your feet wide apart, how do we know that it is the right distance? When we extend our arms, your feet should be under your wrist, that wide. And alignment check, that makes sure that your heels are in line. Alright? It's not this way or not this way. So your heels are in line with each other. And your toes are pointing towards the front. Next, so we start to the right side. Alright? So we externally rotate one foot. And this side, the right foot out to the side. Now, common error, guys, our hips tend to follow. So when I externally rotate this right foot, for those who have tight inner thigh, their hips follow like this. So make that conscious effort to just externally rotate that right thigh bone out like this, and your hips are still squared to the front. All right, next. Going to the right side, slowly bending the right knee directly over your ankle. All right? Not overextending like this or not inward like this. Directly 90-degree angle, so your right thigh is perpendicular down on your mats. All right. Now next, common error here is that your chest or your shoulders tend to follow like this. All right? So make sure that you make that conscious effort to adjust your torso directly over your hips. Did you get it? So when you bend the right leg, your chest or your shoulders or your torso still directly over your hips. Common error. All right? So you bend the right leg, your hips or your pelvis is tilting like this. So you want to squaring your hips right in the midline. All right? So common error, adjust and square it to the front. Get it? All right, next. So when we position that, we bring our awareness onto the back foot. This time on your left foot. So you want to make sure that you're pressing the outside edge of your left foot down on your mat strongly. So you start to engage your left leg. Why? So because you want to roll this left thigh bone out like this, because the natural tendency is that, remember, we're tilting our hips towards the side. So you want to open that left thigh bone out. You want to square your hips. So your hips is towards the front. So more than just a standing strength, this is more so of a hip opener as well. Again, pressing the outside edge of your foot, so your left leg is engaged, and you want to roll this left thigh bone out. So when you position that legs, you will start to feel that burn down on your legs. All right? So that is how you start to feel that fire inside your body. And as soon as you get there, you want to spread your weight equally on both legs. Not so much to the right leg and not so much to the left leg. All right? Equally spread your weight on both legs. Now next, common error is this position of the spine. So for those who are so flexible, they tend to overarch their spine. So when they extend, open their legs like this, their butt is popping out. All right, like this. For those people who are doing this, you want to slightly tuck your tailbone under. All right. You want to make sure that you have that long, neutral spine. All right. Not so tucked in that you're losing the natural curvature in your spine. Remember that. Okay? Now next, your arms. Common errors for many that when they extend their arms, they are not engaging it. Remember, this is called a Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. So you should feel strong and long with your arms. So a lot of people I see they have a sloppy arms like this. You want to engage your arms. Keep it long. As you breathe in, you want to expand your rib cage as well. And as you exhale, you want to draw the belly in so that your core is still engaged. All right. Last one, your eye gaze. Keep your drishti towards the right side when you're bending the right leg, right? The right leg, right hand. Now, if you're feeling a lot of pressure on your neck, just position your head or your gaze wherever you're comfortable. Okay, but ideally, we bring our eye gaze towards the right hand if we're bending the right leg so that we bring our awareness inside our body. Ideally, we stay here for 5 long breaths. All right, so that's it, guys. Your Warrior 2. To sum it up, a lot of common errors is the position of the knee. It's not directly over an ankle. They are disengaging the other leg. Alright, and their hips are tilting towards the side, not to the front. And common errors, the position of the shoulders, the torso, it should be stuck right over your hips. And then the arms, you should engage your arms as well. Of course, your breath. I know, guys, that this is a lot, alright? A lot happening in the pose. But of course, as you practice, you will be able to properly align yourself. Of course, because of muscle memory, and eventually you will be able to find that stillness in that pose. You will be able to meditate within the pose as you keep on practicing. So that's it. That is your Virabhadrasana 2. I hope you guys find it useful in your next practice. Be mindful of the position. Be mindful of your breath. So, in the next coming videos, we will be studying a lot more poses. And I hope you guys stay tuned. Again, my name is Dave of Brave Yoga PH. Stay tuned. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to comment below. All right? Thank you, guys. Namaste.